Today I'd like to discuss why starting with an Arabic dialect instead of modern standard Arabic is a more strategic choice if you want to learn Arabic. If you're new here, my name is Maya, and on this channel I delve into language learning, slow travel, and cultural immersion. In this video, I'd like to share my own personal journey of transitioning from modern standard Arabic to an Arabic dialect, the reasons behind my decision, and address some common ideas and misconceptions about modern standard Arabic and Arabic dialects. My goal is to help you make a well-informed decision when choosing between learning modern standard Arabic and a dialect. So first of all, what is modern standard Arabic? When I first started learning Arabic, the only option available to me at my university was modern standard Arabic, also known as MSA for short. Modern Standard Arabic is the variety of literary Arabic that developed in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. It is derived from Classical Arabic, the language of the Quran, which flourished between the 7th and 9th centuries. In Arabic, little distinction is made between MSA and Classical Arabic, which are both referred to as Fusha in Arabic. However, MSA has a more simplified grammatical structure, and it has incorporated new modern vocabulary, for example, car, sayara, or phone, hatif, which do not exist in Classical Arabic and which makes it more adapted to contemporary use. MSA is the variety of Arabic that is spoken in formal and official contexts in all Arabic-speaking countries, including North Africa, the Middle East, and the Horn of Africa. MSA serves as a common language for written and formal communication, being used as the standard for traditional media, including pan-Arab news outlets like Al Jazeera, and also in literature, including religious texts, in law, in legislation, in academia, and in political and diplomatic contexts. Now I'm going to talk about what beginners in Arabic or foreigners that want to learn Arabic are often told with regards to modern standard Arabic. The first reason is that MSA is often regarded as a lingua franca, providing a unified linguistic framework across all Arabic-speaking countries. And this standardization allows for speakers from different countries, each with their own dialects, to have a common language with which to communicate. The second reason is that modern standard Arabic is the predominant language used in formal settings throughout the Arab world in the realms of media, diplomacy, politics, academia, and literature. Finally, the third reason is that modern standard Arabic is said to make it easier to learn an Arabic dialect later on because it provides a comprehensive understanding of the essential grammatical structure, core vocabulary, and phonetic nuances that underpin the Arabic language as a whole. Having outlined those three reasons, I want to add that I think that most Arabic teachers who recommend or emphasize the importance of learning modern standard Arabic at the beginning do so because of a strong sense of cultural pride. There is a prevailing belief that to genuinely learn Arabic, one should begin with the official language, the one that is recognized as an official United Nations language. As a result, modern standard Arabic is often seen as a symbol of linguistic and cultural heritage, and it is presented as the ideal starting point for real committed learners. So now I want to delve into the crux of this video and talk about the misconceptions about modern standard Arabic and why so many people start with modern standard Arabic but often do so because they are misinformed, and 6 months or a year down the line after having committed so much time and effort to modern standard Arabic, they realize that actually MSA is not the lingua franca of the Arab world. So the first big misconception about Modern Standard Arabic is that it is a bridge or vehicular language for people across Arabic-speaking countries. Perhaps this is true for the realm of media, politics, or religion, but it's certainly not true for ordinary people. All the native Arabic speakers I know, and I know a lot of them, have all told me that when two people from two different Arabic speaking regions meet one another, they never resort to Modern Standard Arabic or Fusha to understand one another. Instead, they'll just adapt their dialect or simplify it. And when I first heard this, I was quite surprised because Modern Standard Arabic is so often portrayed as this lingua franca or bridge language between people from different Arabic-speaking countries with different dialects. So now the second biggest misconception about Modern Standard Arabic is that there are no native speakers of this language, only people who know it as a second language. Native Arabic speakers learn Modern Standard Arabic in school so they can read and write, understand and participate in politics, media, and so on, but you won't find someone who uses Modern Standard Arabic as a conversational second language. People who are literate in the language are usually more so passively, as they mostly use the language in reading or writing or when they listen to the news, but never in speaking. In fact, many academics and writers describe Modern Standard Arabic as a read-only language and not a truly living language, given that it is not spoken fluently by the vast majority of Arabs. It's actually often likened to contemporary Latin or Shakespearean English. And if you start speaking it on the streets, people will look at you weirdly, trust me. Another misconception about Modern Standard Arabic is its role in the modern world and how it has evolved. I think that with globalization and the rise of social media, which favors simpler and more straightforward communication, this has made the complex vocabulary and sentence structure of Modern Standard Arabic much less popular and more difficult to use. This has led to a decrease in both its usage and literacy rates, with regional dialects and global languages like English becoming more dominant. Content in Modern Standard Arabic is therefore underrepresented online, but also slowly in literature. I actually found a really interesting study conducted in 2017 by the PR company Burson Marsteller. It's called the Arab Youth Survey Report, which found that in the Gulf region, 68% of all Gulf Arabs between the ages of 18 and 24 spoke more English than Modern Standard Arabic. This blew my mind. It means that Modern Standard Arabic is in fact on the decline, and I was surprised that it was on such a large scale. Finally, the last big misconception about Modern Standard Arabic is the time and effort one needs to dedicate to learn it. Achieving proficiency in Modern Standard Arabic demands considerable time and effort due to its complex structure, vocabulary, and formal style. And I think that balancing these demands with other commitments, such as a full-time job or other studies, can be especially challenging for learners. As I said at the beginning, Modern Standard Arabic is a slightly modernized version of Classical Arabic, a language that is more than 300 years old, full of archaic vocabulary and complex grammar structures, much more complex than any modern spoken dialect. Now, of course, Modern Standard Arabic is not a complete waste of your time. You will be better off knowing Modern Standard Arabic compared to a person who has absolutely zero knowledge of Arabic. But Modern Standard Arabic and Arabic dialects are so vastly different in terms of grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation that a person who has studied and knows Modern Standard Arabic Arabic might have absolutely no clue what a person is saying in an Arabic dialect on the street. And so why waste time learning a language that is so incredibly complex and different when your only goal is to become conversational in a language? So now I'm going to talk about why I chose the Levantine dialect. There are about 30 major Arabic dialects with many regional variations and sub-dialects. While all regional dialects share a common root in classical Arabic, they all have unique differences and may vary in pronunciation, in grammar, and in vocabulary. In total, there are about 5 major groups. There is Egyptian Arabic, which is widely understood across Arabic-speaking countries for its prominence in the media. There's Gulf Arabic, which is spoken in countries like Saudi Arabia, Oman, the United Arab Emirates, and so on. Then there's Maghrebi Arabic, which is spoken in North African countries, for example, in Morocco, in Libya, and Tunisia. There's Iraqi Arabic, which is spoken in Iraq, and finally Levantine Arabic, which is spoken in Lebanon, Jordan, Palestine, and Syria. So now I'm going to talk about why I chose to start with a dialect. In many educational settings, the focus remains on teaching modern standard Arabic for its perceived completeness at the expense of Arabic dialects. And often, at least in my experience, this does not match and align with the goals and real-life needs of Arabic language learners. As I mentioned at the beginning, I started with modern standard Arabic, but I soon realized that shifting to a dialect was a more rewarding and practical approach because it would allow me to communicate and to use what I had learned from the start. It would allow me to actually speak with other people, to form friendships, to connect, and to be able to practice what I had learned. I wanted to better understand the culture. I wanted to be able to watch films in Arabic, for example, and that's only possible in a dialect. There are no films in modern standard Arabic. I also wanted to use what I had learned to enhance my travel experiences, to use Arabic in Arabic-speaking countries when I went there. At the end of the day, I think that learning a language involves being able to have conversations, even if basic conversations, to be able to understand and speak it, not to read or understand it passively. People will ask you if you speak a certain language, if you know a certain language, not if you can just read it or understand it passively. So if you're not learning Arabic for strictly academic or religious purposes, I would advise you to choose an Arabic dialect and stick with it and see it through to fluency. You'll have a much better time communicating with people not only from that dialect but also from other regions in Arabic-speaking countries than you would have if you learned modern standard Arabic. In my case, I have traveled to the Middle East and the Levant, and I intend to go back, and so that's why I had this connection with Levantine dialect. I also have a lot of friends in Germany where I live who come from Lebanon and Syria, and for me it just made sense to start with this dialect. So I think that if your goal is to better understand a culture, to navigate everyday situations, build personal connections, perhaps travel to Arabic-speaking countries, choosing and starting with a dialect makes, in my opinion, much more sense. However, if you need a broader understanding of Arabic for academic or professional purposes, for example, then perhaps starting with MSA would be a better option. So I hope that this video has given you an insight into the differences between modern standard Arabic and dialects. I also hope that it has inspired you to start learning Arabic if that's something you're considering. It is such a beautiful language. Stay tuned for upcoming videos on topics ranging from cultural immersion, slow travel, and language learning. Thank you. See you in the next one.